The end of May and beginning of June is the time when elderberries start to blossom here in the countryside. There are elderflowers everywhere, and with them all this sweet smell. I look forward to this every year, and I always pick the flowers and prepare elderflower fritters. It's like pancakes with elderflower flavor. I make them every year and I love it. It's very seasonal and there is no buying fresh elderflowers in the store somewhere, so I have to be patient and wait for this time to come. They go great with strawberries. These are our own strawberries from the balcony in the city. I'll add a bit of cinnamon and the meal is ready. Let's enjoy it outside. So yummy. We have more elderberries here. But as you can see, they are not growing much. Even though elderberries are supposed to spread easily and grow fast, sometimes it's hard to get rid of them. Or that's what the internet and people say. But I don't know. So this is the work of the voles again. In this area, they love it. Except roses.
Yeah. Those are indestructible.
Yeah, but other shrubs are struggling here and it's so hard. Even these elderberries, weedy ones, are not doing well. So that's sad.
It's funny that some plants are impossible to get rid of only in places where you don't want them. But if you want them elsewhere, they don't grow.
Yeah, totally. So bad. But look at these ones. Planted almost at the same time, or maybe a few months sooner, and they are amazing.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, so
blossoming.
The flowers are here, ready to be used. I sometimes use them also in drinks. You can make tea. Just take the flower, put it in your mug and pour hot water there. But it's not sweet, so you need to add sugar or honey or something.
But it's an interesting smell.
Yeah, it is. The smell is amazing. I could stay here all day and just smell the elderflowers. It's amazing. So, no voles on these ones, and this is how they are supposed to grow. It's such a big difference.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But here, there are aphids. Quite a lot of them.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see them here.
Everywhere.
So yeah, a lot of aphids. But the aphids are not as bad as voles. As you can see, the shrub is growing and they will disappear, I don't know, in a few weeks.
Hopefully.
Probably, and it will be okay. So yeah, it's interesting. Guys, we are saved. It was raining a lot last week. It rained 50 millimeters, which is a lot because the average for May, it's still May when we are filming this, is around 60. So almost the whole monthly average.
Yeah, but it didn't rain the whole month, so anyway we are on the average now, right?
Yeah, but it was a lot in one night and the soil is wet now and everything is greener and we were digging holes, and we could see that there is moisture quite deep into the soil, so it definitely got better. So we are very happy about that.
So that means that maybe now for the next 2 weeks we don't have to water our shrubs and trees.
Yes, yes, maybe for the next 2 weeks. But that's also a nice, how do you say, lift from the shoulder, you know?
Like a weight fell off.
Yes, weight fell off our shoulders.
Or somewhere.
Something like that. We feel definitely better because it was too much work to water everything. And I was calculating, so with the water pump, usually after 2 hours the water in the well gets depleted. So in 2 hours you pump 4,800 liters. And it rained 200,000 liters on the whole property back in the garden. So that's like
Quite a difference.
Yeah, quite a difference. So it's totally better when it's raining.
Yeah. And it rained everywhere on the grass as well, so hopefully it will not look like it's August again.
Yeah. So I'm happy about that, and hopefully now the rain will return regularly, just like this bumblebee is returning to Tommy. Okay, there is a bumblebee flying here.
He wants to pollinate me.
Probably. And look at our peonies. They are amazing. Guys, I think these are my favorite flowers. I don't know. I wasn't sure in the past which flower is my favorite, but when I see this, it's so gorgeous. It's like a flower for a king. So it's amazing.
It's a flower for the king.
Yes. And it's so big and the color is amazing. So I absolutely love it. So wow. I don't know what else to say. Just it's great.
So I guess that means we'll get more.
We have more back in the garden, so we can show you that. Here, hidden in the corner. So these were already here, of course, when we bought the property on this unfortunate place. But they are still very pretty. And there is more. Look. Here. These ones.
They're starting, right?
They are starting, and this one, this big one, is like totally at the beginning. So it will come in a few weeks, I guess, because it doesn't look ready yet.
Oh, I would say in a few days.
Maybe. So in the future, we were thinking we would transplant some of them elsewhere so we can enjoy the beauty, of course. Maybe this one or this one. But it should be done in summer or when?
Yeah, after they finish blossoming.
Yeah. Okay. So then we will try. We don't know how big the roots are or anything, but I would like this beauty somewhere where I can see it.
And enjoy it more.
Yeah, enjoy it more.
We are going to plant again, as always, because we
Yay.
want to plant as many plants in the spring as possible.
Of course.
But I'm very curious about these 5 Siberian elm trees, because they are becoming quite popular here. I don't know if you heard about them before. They are very fast growing, so people use them in their hedges. And they say that if you water them frequently and you prune them like every 2 months, then it grows to be like 1.5 meters tall in 1 year, or over 2 meters in 2 years. So you can have a very nice, thick, tall hedge within 2 years.
Yeah, that sounds so good to me. When I first heard about it, Tommy mentioned it, I don't know, some time ago, and I was like, wow, that is great that something like that exists. So I want it.
And a lot of people confirm in reality that they really grow faster than anything else. So it's not just a marketing BS. But we'll see. We only bought 5 of them, and you are supposed to plant them very close to each other, so it's just a test in a very small space.
Yeah, small experiment, and we'll see if it's true, how fast it grows, and then we can buy more. It goes easy here. The soil is wet.
That's a nice change, right?
Yeah.
We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh.
I'm going to prune them as well to stimulate the growth and to let them grow wider and thicker.
Mm-hmm.
They say that you have to do this every 2 months or so, or whenever the branches are 20 centimeters long, which is about this much.
Yeah, you don't have to, but it will make the shrub thicker
Yeah, exactly.
and support the growth, so it should grow faster.
Basically, they say that you just prune and water all the time, and it grows like crazy.
Yeah.
The first fruit of the season is finally here. It's hidden here under the unwoven fabric, or whatever it's called. It's our Kamchatka honeysuckle that we transplanted here in spring, or was it last fall? Something like that.
In spring.
Yeah. And we had to hide it because birds love it as well. We already saw some birds jumping around this place. And so we wanted to taste it as well, of course, so we had to hide it.
Yeah, they were already sharpening their teeth. They don't have teeth, but they were ready to eat everything.
Uh-huh. Wow, looks very nice. You gave me wrong advice, honey.
No, just put the stones there.
Why did it start flowing right now?
It's always the case with you. You come and the conditions get worse.
Yeah,
Look.
now the sun.
The sun is gone behind the cloud, the wind is blowing. Like, what the hell is happening?
Peter was very ambitious. He gave me this big bowl to
Yeah.
fill in.
Yes. I expect a great harvest.
They look like little blueberries or something similar, but they don't taste like blueberries. Blueberries are tastier, I would say, but it's just something different. The best thing about Kamchatka honeysuckle is probably that it's the first fruit of the year. It's ripe even before strawberries.
Yeah.
We have strawberries in the city on our balcony, and those are already ripe, some of them.
I was harvesting a few days ago.
Yeah. But here, our country home is in a colder area, so our strawberries here are only starting to get ripe. We
Yeah.
haven't had any yet.
And there is a lot of fruits on the shrubs.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, a lot of them.
I tasted a few of them, and I'm surprised that they taste much more like blueberries than I
Yay.
remembered.
Yeah, we remember a bitter aftertaste.
Uh-huh.
And it's not there?
No, it's just sweet or sweet/sour, depending on how much ripe they are.
Mm-hmm. So, great.
Yeah, they are better than I thought, than I remembered.
Yay! So, the bowl is not totally full. It's like half or 2/3 full. But that's still nice. I'm happy about that. And it's so exciting having the first fruit of the season. We already had our strawberries from the balcony, but first fruit from the country house.
From our garden.
From
yeah.
our garden, yeah.
And we were talking about how we call honeysuckle in Czech.
Yes, so in Czech we call it winter crow, and that sounds great. So we should rename it in English. Winter crow sounds great.
Kamchatka winter crow.
Yeah, Kamchatka winter crow. We got these colorful balls as a gift. And guess what this is? These are seeds of wildflowers.
Ooh,
So that's new. And they are so colorful, so
Yeah.
pretty.
I
So
like that.
of course these are not the actual seeds, they are inside the balls. And there is a method when you want to plant them. You can use a slingshot and you can just shoot them
Randomly.
randomly.
Ooh, wow.
I am not straight, sorry. So this is not my area of expertise. But we are not going to use that because, as you can see on the ground, there is this grass, these patches. And then there are areas where there is nothing. So, of course, we need to plant the wildflowers on the empty soil. Here, for example.
We will fill in the empty spaces.
Yes. So, let's do it.
So we're going to plant rainbow basically now. And you're supposed to soak them for a minute in water to give them a better chance of sprouting, I guess. So in the meantime, I will work the soil in some empty spot like here. And they shouldn't go too deep, right? They should just be covered by soil basically.
Yeah, just a very, very, very thin layer.
Okay.
Some instructions said that they shouldn't be covered, so it's a bit conflicting.
Yeah, I don't think it's mandatory. For example, if you want to use the slingshot and plant them randomly outside of your property as you go, then you just shoot them wherever and you let them just be there and, you know, they will either take or not.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you want a better success rate, then I guess this is better to do.
It's so pretty.
They are now more colorful as they are wet.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have used more of them because this is going fast.
Mm-hmm.
And they are immediately softer after being soaked in water.
Okay. Looks like a game.
Maybe this is enough for this spot. So I will cover them. The soil is quite moist on its own now because it was raining a little bit last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that will help us as well. We have
Yeah.
good conditions for once.
It's so good when it's raining. It's so much better for the nature or everything.
And for Peter's mental health as well.
Yeah, the rain really helps us because we don't have to water.
But at the same time, grass should grow faster now.
Yeah, and maybe more slugs will appear.
So as always, nothing is black or white.
Yeah. But everything is colorful now. Or not anymore because it's under the soil. But yeah, we'll see. And since we are here, I have to show you our new thing. Ladder in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of lawn.
So original.
So this is interesting. It should be a support for plants in the future, and it would be an interesting spot.
But not a very distant future because it's old wood. It's not treated in any way, so it will rot within 1 or 2 years probably.
Yeah, probably. So Tommy was planning to plant cucumbers here, maybe.
Yeah, I'd like to try.
Yeah. So I created this ladder, or I found it, and I removed some of these thingies, and it's deep in the soil, so it's holding, you know, and I like it. It's interesting.
It's old and unused, so it was just lying in the barn without any purpose, right? So you gave it a new purpose.
Yeah, This is a new element here. Look, here we have the, what is it? Jack jump ups or something?
Jack, jump up and kiss me.
Jump up and kiss me? I don't know. Or maybe you are right.
Always right.
It's like candy.
Yeah.
And we need to water it, of course, and keep it moist for a few days at least.
Because there wouldn't be any rainbow without rain.
Yeah. Honey, you are amazing.
I know.
I should use this in my narrative.
Stealing?
Yeah, I will steal from you. So I don't know if I am very optimistic of these seeds sprouting, because we tried planting a meadow last year and not much came out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see if the wildflowers grow. For now, we'll keep enjoying what we already have. There is quite a lot, and it's so good to take a moment here and there and just soak everything in. Anyway, that's it for this video. Give us a like and see you guys next time.